He's fatter than he is long. Back up. Get back, boys. Go on. Fish on. We got one, dude.
Dude, heck yeah.
Let's see him. Wait, there he is.
We all have questions in this life, and yours is probably what is this video? It's sturgeon, obviously. What's a sturgeon, you might ask? It's a dinosaur straight out of Jurassic Park, big water dinosaur. How big? Some of them are like 20 feet, I think. I've never actually seen one that big though, so that might not be true. How old do they get? That's probably your next question, obviously. Some of them can get over 100. Some of them don't, because I don't actually know like what the average is. Probably 100-ish. Let's land at that. Where are they? Everywhere. No, they're kind of limited in where they are. They go in the river and the ocean. They're anadromous.
What?
They're like salmon and steelhead. That's that a word, not that, but the other one, where they basically go both ways. They're born in the river, they grow up there, they live life, they go to high school, then they go in the ocean, and then they go back. Okay, so you might be asking yourself more questions because you're curious. Sturgeon. How do you catch one? If you wanted to try to even look at catching one, and even to see it and to touch it and catch it, how would you do that? How would you go about that? What would your plan be? Well, your plan would be plan A. That's a really stupid joke. We're not gonna put that in. But basically, you use like really big gear, like massive, like the spinning rods we're using are probably like, I don't know, 10 feet or something. They're really heavy, and then you're using a spinning reel that's like about as big as you can put on it, and then you're just loading that spinning reel with as much like heavy braided line as you can. Pretty simple. Then you're gonna find yourself like a big like chunk of lead to use for weight, or a rock, or whatever the heck you got. And then for bait, you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna tell you, but you might be like, wait, where are we even? Well, I'll tell you, we're in Hell's Canyon. I don't know why I'm so excited about to say that. I don't know why it's called, like, I don't know what about it is like hell. It gets hot, I guess. I think it's actually called that because it gets hot. Other than that, it's really pretty. There also were a lot of rattlesnakes, I guess. That probably is another similarity to hell. Like, I would guess. I've never been there, but I would assume it's full of them. All right, story time. This is really frustrating. The camera fell over, which is like the last thing that you ever want to happen when you're trying to film stuff, but whatever. So, brother and I are fishing. I cast a rod in, I let it sit for a while, I get bored, I go over to see what my brother's doing, right? Because, why not? And then we're fishing with the other rod. Well, both of us stop paying attention, we get attacked by a killer bee. At one point, we turn around, and the rod that I had left is, right? Fish on. We're both like, take off, running, just running. It's all rocky, and it's like kind of on a cliff, so we're trying not to die. Before we get there, the fish pulls it out of the hold that we had it in, yanks it across the rocks. We're both like, oh, rod's in the water, we're screwed. But then we get there, and it got stuck on a different rock. So brother grabs it, sets the hook, fights the fish. The fish was stuck, but then he got it unstuck, and then we ended up catching this fish, and that's what you're gonna see because you're super lucky. Okay, there we go. Cut.
Definitely a group effort fish. Coming right under you. Can't believe we went under the raft, dude. Coming up. One down. That was so cool. About a 5.5 footer. He's just not very heavy. Don't stop. You gotta head turn, don't stop.
He's mine.
Oh, my back. There you go. Hammer down. Hammer down. Your face is red, dude. What's the matter? He's right in the center of the river, and so I'll dip this rod when you get over him.
That might have been the most force I've ever felt on a fishing rod, dude. Oh, he's right here.
He's fatter than he is long. Back up. Get back, boys. Go on.
This was insane. You'll see, this fish's Garfield deer is so freaking fat. And it was also kind of lazy. Like, the fight was insane just because of the sheer like size and trying to pull him in. But, oh my God. That's not okay. That's evil. Ah. I can't.
Set that down. Holy crap, dude. You coming? Loki, back up. Go.
Okay, this video is gonna kill me. This video doesn't do the fish fights justice, so I'll do it justice with my poetic verbiage. Okay, no, fighting the sturgeon is really insane though. You hook into it, and then it just takes off and it runs for days and days and days, and then it stops, and then you pull it back for a little bit, and then it does it again, and you do that for like 60 times. And then eventually the fish gets kind of tired, and you start winning, and right about you think you're gonna get him in, he does it again, and it's just like, it's like a never-ending thing. But it takes like an hour, or 2 hours, or maybe less if you're like in a hurry, you know, or if the fish is in a hurry.
Oh boy.
The thing that does suck is they're really smart. So like they'll get in the current and use the current just so like they'll turn sideways and just float down the river. They're also really smart. If you don't put enough pressure on them, they'll like get around a rock and wrap around it and break off. And when they break off, it's like honestly devastating. It's like losing a child, except like, actually it's just like losing a child, you know? It's like that day hurts, next day it's like it stings, and the third day you're kind of like healed up, and then after that you find a new kid. So it's like that. Anyways.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
That was so sad. Hey. I couldn't get my arm under him. I was like, come on, come on. I was trying to grab his tail, and then I was like, what the heck?
No, I thought I was going to do a tail release, and I couldn't hold him enough to roll him.
The last question after all of this is probably, what was this video? It was dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs.